54,000 plus 501(c)(3)s here in the state of Georgia, and here in Atlanta, more than 44,000 nonprofits. Wrap your head around that number. Everybody's competing for the dollar, right? And writing grants and getting exposure. And I love the fact that my little show here can give exposure to brand new 501(c)(3)s that are really stepping up and doing a world of good. Please welcome to the show Donna Sullivan, founder of the Papillion Place, and Claire Casteel, one of the board members. Hi, ladies. How you doing today?
Hi, Gina. Thanks for having us.
Hey.
Oh, I'm so happy you're here. Hi. Tell me all about Papillion Place. Where did this idea come from, grow into?
Well, it came from my son, Keenan. He's 23. And when he was at Centennial High School, I really fought to get him into general ed classes. And we found out that he really loves art. And, in a high school setting, he was in a self-contained classroom, and I really wanted him to have exposure to all kinds of art. And they really fought me on it. And during COVID, his teacher in his self-contained classroom as a football coach, one day the adapted art teacher couldn't come. So he sent us this link, and it was a place called Passion Work Studio in Ohio. And, I looked at it, and I looked at the website. And Passion Works is in Athens, Ohio, which is a college town, which is actually the poorest county in Ohio. But they have created this really collaborative community arts center that they've immersed themselves into the whole community, and they employ people with disabilities, young adults with disabilities. And some with or without, they also have a lot of people in recovery, and they just collaborate with the community. Anyway, we went up and visited. We took a tour, and there's only one Passion Work studio. They'll let you kind of model them, but you have to have your own thing. So my daughter had passed away in 2009. She had cystic fibrosis, and we really see her and the butterflies. And so I decided that, 82% of young adults with disabilities don't work, and it's not because they don't want to. It's because of lack of opportunity. So I decided I want to do something like that down in Georgia, and ours is going to be called the Papillion Place. And the Papillon signifies, it's butterfly in French, and it signifies hope and change. And it's our hope that we can change the bias towards people with disabilities and provide employment to as many people as we possibly can. And so our signature piece, they have a passion flower made out of recycled metals. Ours is going to be a butterfly yard art, and because the butterfly signifies hope and change. And so that's going to be our signature piece. It's not going to just be butterflies, but we hope to really get a cool, vibey studio. Eventually, our first little foray into the business is going to be towards a mobile art studio where we can take the art and the artist, into the community. But we really want, people to, you see people working at Publix and Kroger, and, art is a universal language, and it's so therapeutic and it's so healing. And when we visited the place in Ohio, to see the artist, really come alive, it was just made you want to cry. I mean, it was just a beautiful, beautiful thing. And so that's kind of where I got the idea, is Keenan was, stuck in this self-contained classroom. And then once I saw that, I'm I want him to go, and we got him into some general ed art classes, and he really just came alive with the art.
You've got this great idea, and now it's come to fruition. Claire, tell me some of the goals and vision that the Papillion Place has in 2025.
Well, we are going to be trying to get as much as we can with the city of Roswell. We have a function set up in August where we're going to have a booth and start displaying art. We have several interested artists. I got passionate about it because I used to work at a nonprofit, and I helped start a 22 and over program for Gigi's Playhouse. And I've always been in the career-oriented stuff. And Donna's one of my best friends, and I love Keenan to death and have watched him struggle in a wheelchair. And we're going to open it up to all different levels of disabilities. But we had a soft opening. When was that, Donna? In January?
No, that was back in September. We did a.
Oh my God.
Yes, time is flying.
We are moving in hyperspeed for sure.
Right. So that we got a lot of the community, a lot of the neighbors and community involved, and we had a really great turnout. We had a lot of interest. We have a lot of donations. We are working currently on, we've just hired a new person for our website because we were trying to do it and save money. And we decided we're going to go ahead and pay to have that done professionally. So we do have a donate button on there. But yeah, so I think that our main goals for 2025 are going to be get our website officially up and running and looking more professional and getting ourselves out there and as much as we can with the city of Roswell, especially, and trying to get little venues and festivals and that kind of stuff to start displaying what we have.
With me today, Donna Sullivan, the founder of the Papillion Place and one of the board members, Claire Casteel. When we get back, we're going to find out a little bit more about fundraisers and galas on the way. Stay with me.
Don's Tree Service is awesome.
Love Don's Tree Service. They've come out for a giant oak tree removal, another for some debris removal.
One thing I really appreciated about Don's Tree Service, they come, they take those trees down, and they take everything away.
For a free estimate, call Don's Tree Service, 770-413-TREE, or find them online at donstree.com.
Welcome back to Life with the Spectrum. I'm your host, Gina Cavalli. With me today, Donna Sullivan, the founder of the Papillion Place, and Claire Casteel, who's one of the board members. Ladies, let me ask you a little bit more about some fundraisers and galas that are set to roll here in 2025. What you got?
We're doing, so we're having a tour of homes in our neighborhood. We've done it for 7 years. And in the past, the proceeds have gone towards cystic fibrosis. And this year we're going to do a joint venture, and it's going to be cystic fibrosis and the Papillion Place. So it's really a great event, community event where people come out and just look at really cool homes. It's April 27th. It's a Sunday.
So we are going to be looking at art galleries is our main thing. We're going to line up this summer to put ourselves out there. We're more interested right now in just getting the artwork done and the artists.
Yeah.
So we have been gathering artists. We have tons and tons of interest.
Where are you guys gathering your artists right now to do their art?
Gigi's, we're hosting an art night at Gigi's to get them interested.
So that's where I used to work with Howie. So we contacted him and arranged an art night where we're going to have their 22 and overs produce some art for us. So we're excited. We're going to do it at their studio.
The way that they suggested to do it in Ohio is you really have the programming, the art programming, and you sort of bring it into like existing organizations like a Gigi's, our special needs ministry. One of the people that's kind of our lead artist, she actually has a little art gallery in her house. I don't think we're going to have any, based on the response of people that have heard about it, and they're like, I want my child to work there. And it's not only going to be employment for art. There might be, because we plan to really try to engage the community and host community art nights. And, somebody might be interested in passing out the paints and helping set up for the art night. And they might be a greeter. And we're going to do a lot of things, upcycling, go out to Goodwill and to find, old canvases and old paintings and, use that sort of, means to provide employment too. So there's not going to be a shortage of finding people. I think the word has gotten out and everyone's just waiting for us to have it going. My son took me on a tour of a place called, and I don't know if you're familiar with Special Needs and Treats in Lawrenceville.
No, it sounds amazing though.
It is amazing. The gentleman that started it, they initially started as a nonprofit to give, provide cakes for people that couldn't afford them. But now it's a working bakery, and he has, I think, either 26 or 28 employees. And he's created all these jobs for people. He has over 150 people on the waiting list that want jobs there.
I'm so excited for your nonprofit to move and shake in 2025 to get a space to allow young adults to come and express themselves. Art is true therapy, just as music and so many of the, arts out there. I love what you're doing at the Papillion Place. Where can people get in touch with you?
Well, we have a website called the papillionplace.org. And then we also
Okay. Are you on socials?
we do. We have an Instagram account, the Papillion Place, that people can find us. We're still, working on things. So, we will have the Facebook page and a TikTok, and we'll do all the things that that need to get done so people can find us and get it moving along even farther.
Well, like the beautiful butterfly that Papillion Place stands for. I'm so excited to see where you guys go in 2025. Thank you so much for being with me today, Donna and Claire.
Thank you so much, Gina, for having us.
Yeah, thank you so much. But we're excited. We're excited for you to come visit us.
The papillionplace.org. So excited for this brand new nonprofit, right? I can only imagine what's ahead because there's a lot of artists here in Atlanta. And to just walk into a funky, kind of cool vibe place that everybody's welcome makes you feel good. So I can't wait for their space to come a little bit later this year. Thanks again for checking out Life with the Spectrum each and every week, especially in Autism Awareness Month. We're bringing you some really great things that are happening right here in our backyard. And until next time, like, comment, share, subscribe. That's the most important part of watching right here with Life with the Spectrum. See ya.